Welcome back to Sly Guy TV. This is the Sly Guy, and the Sly Guy. Kaboom! Welcome back, and we have another story time edition for you guys. I hope everybody's home and I hope that everybody's safe. And we're gonna start with another story time video. So, the start of a story time video is a story about a card called Skull Clamp. So, way back, when Magic the Gathering decided to change the face of its cards, it created a card known as Skull Clamp. Skull Clamp was an artifact which cost 1 mana. You could use it to give any creature +1/-1, and if the creature died, you drew 2 cards. At first, people didn't mind it, and people in playtests didn't actually mind it as well. But when it became the core of a deck, which was known as Ravager Affinity, which uses Artbound Ravager, creatures with modular, creatures with affinity, it was the fastest deck ever created. People would eke out turn 3 or turn 4 wins with it. It was that fast. Now, with Wizards of the Coast, or the Duelist rather, or the DCI back then, what they did was they chose to ban Skull Clamp. It was way too fast, way too strong, and eventually it got banned. So what does this say about research and design? Is it that Magic's research and design was lazy, was sloppy at the time? Did they not foresee that this card was going to be way too strong and way too overpowered? Actually, we don't know. Because, but recently, with Throne of Eldraine, they did have a debacle with Oko, Crown of Thieves. So, Oko was another card which was almost instantly banned in Standard. So, how does this affect normal player? Let's just say I'm a normal player and I see a really good deck. I get hyped up with it, and all of a sudden it just gets banned. How does that affect me as a player? What will I think of the game that I'm playing? Well, I'd think that the people from research and design weren't doing their jobs. And I'd be pretty upset because after getting a full playset of these cards, I can't use them anymore because they're banned. So we do run into a lot of instances where Wizards of the Coast clearly didn't do their job, clearly didn't do their research in terms of cards or playtesting. So right now, I would say that if they do plan on going digital, is that they carefully playtest their cards, carefully work on their cards, and please playtest. I know the guys who made Eternal were the people who used to design Magic the Gathering, and you guys have done a stellar job. Definitely, you guys have done a way, way better job than whoever's in charge of Wizards right now. So, this actually speaks volumes because right now, especially during the Voldemort crash of 2020, during this pandemic, digital card games like Eternal are doing way better. Way, way better than paper card games like Magic the Gathering. And with Shavkas song, as you can see, they just nerfed the card. They didn't ban anything, keeping a very good customer service experience or customer experience with a user like me, as I am still able to use Endra. I'm still able to use Shavka Song. The power was greatly reduced, but still, I'm able to use it. This is the beauty of online card games like Eternal. And as we actually continue with the or end the Storytime video, I'm just glad that I chose Eternal as a card game of choice. Oh, look, it's a Cavetta stranger. Hello, guys. I showed up late today. Yeah, that's just how Mr. Stranger shows up. He shows up really, really late. So, also in the news right now, a lot of almost half a billion people infected in the US. 18,860 deaths. So I'm actually watching CNN right now for the news. So yeah, pretty frightening stuff. But just stay home, just stay safe, and you guys are gonna be fine. Not like my opponent, who is going to be overwhelmed very soon by my army of Endress. And there you have it. Thanks to my army of Endress, I gained the victory. So let's do another match, and we'll continue our ongoing story time videos. So another immediate story time video would be a story about Tolarian Academy. Combo Winter was at its finest. So we had an era known as Combo Winter, where a lot of cards from Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy, Urza's Destiny just had some sort of a combo. You had the Yawgmoth's Bargain Academy Rector deck. You had the Tolarian Academy deck. You had the Palinkron High Tide deck. There were so many combos, man, that the decks were just so varied that you wouldn't actually see the same combo deck twice. People were trying to break the mold and trying to be the first person to come up with the next combo. Another combo was Recurring Nightmare and Priest of Gix. So a lot of creativity went through when creating different types of combos. And the sale of Hasbro, like Wizards of the Coast, being sold to Hasbro, as well as the new cards coming, were just so amazing. So it was truly an era, an amazing era to be a Magic the Gathering player, and I remember that era quite fondly. It was one of the most fun I've had. But of course, there was Cursed Scroll. So what I did was I used, you guessed it, a mono red Sligh deck. Because that's the type of deck I'm most comfortable with. There was Suicide Black, but nothing came close to Sligh. Sligh was my all-time favorite card. It was definitely an all-time favorite. So I'm seeing a lot of other combos here in Eternal. One such combo is the like sequel Waystones. I think that's what you called it. It was a 6 cost card which copies itself. And I watched a video online about a guy playing the deck, and it was actually a pretty fun deck to use. Okay, here we go. Let's attack. Because you cast the spell, then I think a crown. You'd use that crown card to give it revenge, and then you draw multiple copies of it. Yeah, pretty fun deck to play. And now, we are going to show him the true power of Shavkas song. We're playing an Endra. We're wiping him out. We're playing another Endra. And there we go. And then we're gonna attack. And Endra is just so amazing. Still low-key awesome. Like what they called it. Very low-key, very awesome. Ever so reliable Endra. And now let's finish the game. So I guess having more combo decks, having more combo cards in general, keeps your game interesting. It keeps your game fun. It gives you variety of decks to use. And it's that variety that's made Eternal so successful. Which is why it's one of the best, if currently not the best, deck. Now, one way that Magic could hope to match Eternal is to get online redemption codes of physical products that they sell. So if they got online codes, like you buy a physical deck and you can use an online code so that you can use the cards online in Magic Arena, that would be fine. But they just haven't done it yet. So sorry, Wizards of the Coast. Looks like Eternals got you beat there. Alright, so now let's open our... since we got 2 wins, let's open 2 packs right now. It's a pack opening. Yep, it's a Storytime video, but I love doing pack openings. Let's see. Fall of Argentport. Haven't opened that in a while. Alright, so guy had a headache because of a spiteful Lumen who was spiteful to him. And now the lady decided to do rock climbing and she found an old boot. And the old boot turned out to be a giant stone guy. And his dog got mad and started chasing him. Okay, the girl tried to intimidate the dog. And then the guy tried to block the dog. The dog turned into an old man. And then an even older man. And then a creepy old lady. Followed by our rare today, Crunch the Hoarder, who hoards toilet paper. Yikes. The toilet paper hoarder. Let's go with another pack of Fall of Argentport. And oh, wow, we have a legendary. We have a legendary card. Yep, you've got the Moonlight Huntress. You've got the Berry Canary. You've got Hellboy's wife. Hellboy's daughter. You've got the Hellboy's jug, I think. Yep, Hellboy's mom. You've got Hellboy's robot. You've got Hellboy's wife again, or Hellboy's. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Right, so there it is. After seeing multiple copies of Hellboy, this guy tried to clone himself, and then he turned into a science project, and later surrendered with the wrong colored flag and our legendary card, the Dramatis Mask. Start your turn, sacrifice. The wielder plays a random unit from your deck, and you play a copy of Dramatis Mask on it. Wow. Perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And once again, this is a Sligh guy. Take care, guys.